In the year 1970, the Japan had become the manufacturing superpower. In fact, Japan was so fast in innovation that it was about to beat the US and become the world's largest economy in the world. But in 1980, the Japan's death sentence was drafted in the US. They made Japan sign a Plaza Accord that made the Japanese yen fall from 240 yen to 120 yen in just 2 years. And the cost of labor was doubled in Japan. To simply not go from bankruptcy, the Japan companies shifted their manufacturing to different countries. And they chose Thailand as their electronics manufacturing unit. In 1980s, Thailand was a poor country. Thailand only had slums and farms, and they only knew rice exports. But as the Japanese companies shifted there, their slums and canals transformed into the skyscrapers and superhighways. Their index grew at 800%. Their GDP grew from $38 billion to $180 billion. Their income has doubled. And Thailand has become an Asia's legend in just 10 years. But a man, George Soros, and his rich friends decided to cripple the whole country and made billions out of their dying economy. But George Soros found a loophole in their economy. The Central Bank of Thailand decided, if you give us 25 baht, we will give you a dollar, irrespective and independent of the market fluctuations. So the exchange rate of 25 baht to a dollar or vice versa was fixed. This made the Japanese company's CEO extremely happy because they now don't have to worry about currency depreciation. But George Soros found an biggest opportunity to make billions out of it. George Soros promised a commercial bank that he will give them 25 billion bahts in 6 months in exchange of $1 billion USD. And they signed a forward currency contract. The commercial bank then exchanged those 25 billion bahts with Central Bank of Thailand in exchange of $1 billion USD. So the George Soros was safe, the commercial bank was safe. But at the same time, the multiple commercial banks started to sell those billion bahts and in exchange of USDs. In 1997, the Central Bank of Thailand had already paid 23.4 billion USD in exchange of bahts, and they only left with 2.6 billions of USD. But now they have to pay 4.6 billion bahts for the oil prices. Now, in the middle of 1997, the Central Bank of Thailand decided to go from fixed exchange rate to the market fluctuate exchange rate. This created the panic in the market. The baht fell from 25 baht to a dollar to a 50 baht to a dollar. And George Soros saw this opportunity and exchanged $500 million USD for 25 billion bahts in the open market and gave those 25 billion bahts to the commercial bank and received 1 billion baht. That is how a quantum fund leveraged the promise of an innocent bank to cripple the whole country and made billions out of it. The Thailand had become the paranoia by this crisis. The oil prices shot up, the real estate companies go bankrupt, the poverty rate increases by 10%, and 10,000 suicides were recorded in 1999. Thailand took 9 to 10 years to again get their GDP at $180 billion USD. Now, the central bank was so paranoid that they started to hold the foreign reserves, and today their foreign reserves recorded at 220 billion USD. But in process of collecting those foreign reserves, they did not invest in the studies and technologies of the newer generation. That made the Thailand an old man with a broken limb because they did not invest in the newer generation studies and technologies. In fact, Thailand's birth rate of newborn babies in 2024 recorded the lowest in the last 70 years.